So we have our standard wire nut, power is off. I'll show you the pre-twist, nothing too fancy, just a very common DIY pre-twist. And then we have our WAGO 221 in the middle. Now this is the 613 that goes up to 10 gauge. And then we have the Harbor Freight or the Pittsburgh brand or the Vanguard brand if you're buying it online. And then what we're really looking at is what is the overall temperature in this connector and how does that compare to our standard wire nut. All right, we'll go ahead and crank on our space heaters. This one to max. This one I'm gonna go to 1300 watt setting, and our third one, I'll crank this guy all the way up. Now I'll take those heating elements a second to turn on, and then we'll get an idea of what we're actually running over here. 3300 watts. So if we run 30 amps, we'd expect to be about 3600, which we're creeping up to. All right, so it looks like we'll be around 3700, and then it does start to stabilize here. So I'll keep an eye on it, but that is going to be at 30 amps or just above for this testing. All right, so we've been running for 5 minutes, and the silhouette is a little offset from the heat signature, but we see about 116 at the Harbor Freight, and then a maximum around 112 for the WAGO, and then the wire nuts coming in around 102. All right, so there's 5 separate intervals, 5 minutes for each interval. So I ran for 25 minutes at that 30 amps, or actually a little bit above. So if we look at this at 5, 10, 15, 20, and 25 minutes, you'll see the column for wire nuts in degrees Fahrenheit, WAGO 221, Harbor Freight, and then a design max I put out there. You can see the line graphs there. The wire nut, for all of my different testing I've done, the wire nut is always the best. It has the least amount of resistance there, so the least amount of heat, or at least from the outside of the wire nut, it does not transfer that heat out. So maybe there's some escaping from the bottom, but it is always the lowest temperature from when I've tested versus lever nuts. The WAGO lever nut was slightly better than the Harbor Freight, but they all kind of reached a steady state or equilibrium point where the heat generated from the overall load that we were putting through it equaled the amount that it could reject to the environment because it's pretty much open to the air. So they all kind of reached that steady state, which is good to see that they didn't just continue to go up. And the Harbor Freight was only slightly higher at 125 or 126 degrees Fahrenheit, and the WAGO was around 124 degrees Fahrenheit as a max. So let's go ahead and look at that with respect to a design maximum. So if I adjust this to 240, my y-axis, then we bring in a straight line here, which represents the design maximum. So we have a large gap between the temperatures we're seeing and the temperatures that we know these components can handle. That is not always the case. If we look back at a former test we did here, this was with Chinese knockoff lever nuts you can get on Amazon. And one of those, you can see this line here in a similar design max, it actually got up to 184 degrees Fahrenheit and really started to close that gap to the design max. So it doesn't always happen this way, but in this case, WAGO and Harbor Freight, I would say, performed really well. So after looking at the features and doing the testing, I was pretty surprised, honestly, with the performance of the Harbor Freight and that it really was neck and neck with the WAGO lever nut.